Hey there, Max Rich with Totally Electric Guitars. Talking today about intervals and learning intervals. As guitar players, intervals are a massive tool to navigating the fretboard and getting the sounds that we're looking for. And if we can identify intervals at a quick enough pace, we can really begin to fly across the fretboard. And we have a pretty big advantage over a lot of other instruments, horn, wind instruments, these things, vocals, because we can actually physically see our notes. You know, like a piano player, you can see the note, press it, and that's the note that you get. Whereas a horn player or a singer, they have to hear and visualize the notes, which leads to maybe not as concrete of an immediate recognition of intervals as we can achieve or as piano players can achieve. And the reason intervals are so useful is because they repeat themselves all over the guitar. You know, for example, a minor third interval, something that you've heard probably a zillion times, is the same whether you play it here, or here, or here, or here. It's the same interval and the same shape pretty much no matter where you move it, and the same goes true for all the other intervals. And that means that if you're playing notes, and if you're playing a riff like, you know, maybe something like this, that means you can play all those intervals somewhere else on a totally different string with the same kind of distance between the notes and the same shapes, because intervals repeat. And if you start looking at things based on the distance between the two notes rather than necessarily the notes themselves, I mean, I don't want you to not think of the notes themselves, but if you can begin to recognize those two notes are the same distance apart all the time, and that distance is this, you know, minor third or major sixth or whatever the case may be, then you can really begin to navigate much more comfortably through chord changes and through soloing and improvisation. It's going to open up a whole new door to you if you can begin to think in this like intervallic style.